Hey, do me a favor and put a comment below the video and tell me how you would build a road. This is really hard clay. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to build a road. You wouldn't think that it's going to be that difficult. We've probably all thought about it, but I actually have some experience building roads. There's a little bit more to it than you think, and I'm going to show you how to do it with just a blade on the back of a tractor, and we're going to make a positive crown in the center of the road with 2 ditches down either side, and we're going to place a couple of culverts strategically. I hope you guys hear me well. The wind is blowing way hard today, and we've got to get this done today because tomorrow and the next day we're expecting over 3 inches of rain in a very short amount of time. So we have got to get this road bit to the sawmill fixed, because we're going to get to the point in this spring rain that we're not going to be able to get to the sawmill. So we've got the gravel in place, we've got the tractors here. We took the liberty of doing a first run, just dragging everything out of the way, so that we'll just assume when you start building your road that you have the bare minimum done, which is just the brush and small stuff cleared away. Let's get to it. All right, so I've got the tractor with the blade on the back. I've got the loader taken off, and the reason I've done that is I find when the loader's sticking way out in front, it kind of gets in the way sometimes, and you can actually see and still feels like you can control the tractor a little bit more precise. Also, if you're going to mow, like if you're using a rear mower, I also take off the loader. It takes 3 minutes to take the loader off. So let's go ahead and set the blade up. This is the first thing we'll do. So a lot of our first-time tractor purchasers, they're not really understanding what these adjustments are for back here. So in some implements, you want the implement to be perfectly level with the tractor, and then in some implements, you want an angle, and like in this case, we want the blade to be angled to the right of the tractor. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and loosen this nut and keep turning this so the left side of it raises up off the ground. Yeah, your left, that's right. Yeah. Most tractors have a locking nut of some sort, or they have some of the bigger tractors have a quick adjustment. And you can also get some tractors, you get in a real big one, you can get the hydraulic side link. Somebody tighten that up good. So what we're going to do here, we want this to dig further down, so we're just going to extend this down. And how we're doing that is just rotating that. Now, you don't want to get it too long, or what will happen is you will get to the point that you've run out of thread, and you'll literally break this. So don't go crazy with it. You want to leave at least the threads to here. And what this will do is you're not going to have any down pressure on the tractor 3-point hitch, but you'll make all of the weight of the blade dig into this one side. And what that's going to cause is a really high pounds per square inch in one small area. And that's going to dig and just keep carrying it across. All right. If I left out anything on that, I'm sure somebody will let me know in the comments. It was so easy. This is the easiest blade in the world to hook up. All right, I believe we've... What about the other side? There is no other side. Yeah. You only good question. That's actually a good question. Tanya said, what about the other side? Well, you only have an adjustment on this side. I have seen people fabricate adjustments on both sides to give their tractors a lot more, but you really can only get so much down pressure, because whatever the weight of the implement is what you get. So now that we've got the tractor set up, I'm going to start pulling my outside ditches down the edge all the way to the sawmill. And I've got some drainage points that are going to go across, but right now I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to keep cutting across, and we'll come back, put our culverts in this location, and there's another location there. So this one's going to have the water going this direction, and this one down here will have the water going off down the hill this way. So again, we're going to pull the ditch down this way and then pull one coming back. So we'll just keep making, it's just a loop, continuous looping. You got to be patient with this. It's kind of like a painting the picture. You put the first mark down and your painting's not done. You have to keep painting for a while to make it work. And that's also going to let you be further away from it and not make a mistake. Because if you're able to cut a big gouge really fast, you can really get off track really easy. So actually, a small tractor, you pulling a road like this, it's gonna work out. All right, so I've got the blade dipped down on the right side. So this is the way it will work. The more aggressive you turn, the closer it comes into the wheel, and also the more aggressive that it cuts. Well, right now I'm really getting ready to start with my ditches, so I want to cut very aggressive. So I'm going all the way. Now I got that in there. Now you can see that we've turned it, that this blade is actually in the middle of this wheel. So sometimes a wider blade is actually better. A lot of people will go get these blades and get them at 4 foot, and they really are just too small for the tractor. I don't understand a 4 foot blade, period, because every tractor I know is 46, the smallest ones I know are about 46 inches wide, and it defeats the purpose when you can't really cut an angle. So this tractor could easily handle a 7 foot blade, because you're not pulling tons and tons of dirt, you're cutting, you're grading. So anyway, let's move on. Got a root, a hat. So if you've got some big organic stuff like this in the road, go ahead and get it out of the way, because what's going to end up doing is going to rot, and then it's going to make a soft spot in your road. You don't have to be crazy about that kind of stuff, but you definitely want to get the big stuff out. It's actually going faster than I thought it would. Hard clay. Plus I'm pulling uphill, which makes it harder on the tractor. I got my diff lock in the back. Pretty good down through here. This bulldog likes that cool ground. Every time I come by, he has to get up. Hey guys, I got these ISO tunes in and I am really digging them. I went like a few minutes without them on and then forgot that I even had them on my neck, and then I finally put them in, and it is such a huge difference. Tanya, when I drive by Tanya, she can yell at me and say, hey, do this or move that or whatever, and I can hear her. That's a wonderful thing. Okay, as you can see, we are starting to take shape. There's a ditch on either side of the road. So we're going to bring in about 30 tons of crush run down through here. So we don't want to put too much up in the center. We don't want it to have too much of a crown. So now we're going to take the next step and adjust the blade on the tractor around to the next notch so it's not cutting so aggressively. And then we're going to pull us a nice crown. And then we'll go back from there. Here, and that's where we were cutting. And now we're going to go back to a less aggressive cut, and now we're going to just kind of round the road over and have that nice crown in the center. So now we've got about 40 minutes into this job. So what we'll do now is we're going to put it straight. And what that's going to accomplish is the right side is still going to be lower, but it's going to really do a lot of shaping as far as rounding this over, because it's going to be a much wider swath. So let's get this started. Gizmo helping me. It's that weather coming in. It's windy. Just watch for trees. Watch out, buddy. That's a big difference. It's actually kind of shaped like a road now. I said because I've got the packer already rented for the shop up here, and it's sitting here, I'm gonna go ahead and run it up and down this road. Pack all this down, and then we'll be ready to dig the cross for the, be able to dig across for the culverts.